yeah, I think a bunch of the
Is
diesels
this
have
what
RPM.
depression looks like when you talk about the gas prices on a Saturday night? It's just a question. It's not my opinion. Oh,
I know that's right.
He's saying, okay, now this is another.
Can you get on mute real quick?
Yeah.
Let me answer his thing and Bert, just hold on a second. All right, so you want me to look up bias and bigotry? Gotcha. Just give me a second here.
hello.
I'm going to the actual. Hey, Alistair. I'm going to the actual one. All right, bias. This is singular, an opinion about whether a person, group, or idea is good or bad, which influences how you deal with it. For example, some employers have a bias against women. When analyzing data, you must avoid a bias toward any particular result. That's bias. But being biased is, for the adjective version, is unfairly preferring, there's that word again, preferring one person or group over another. The referee was definitely biased news reporting. And then we go to bigotry.
I don't think it was bias. I think it was
I know, but
bigotry.
hold on, Kalina, 1 second. Bigotry is bigoted behavior or beliefs like religious bigotry. But hold on, I like the when I was reading that before, that one was talking about unfavored opinions about someone or something. But again, the bias is most likely like a nature versus nurture. Someone told you, or you're making something up.
I agree 100%. It's about your nature, your nurture, and your ethnicity and your culture.
Yeah, we weren't talking about that.
Well, but because you have your biases and your preferences doesn't mean you're a racist because you were raised a certain way.
Nobody said that though. Nobody's saying that.
Yeah, you did. That's exactly what you said. That's all you've been saying the whole time, Bert. You've been calling me a racist the whole time, Bert. Go back on mute, little fat boy.
You are.
Don't
We were
call it
talking
that.
about the difference between preference and prejudice. And yes, you are a fucking racist. But that has nothing to do with what we were talking about. We were talking about the difference between prejudice.
Millions are rising for what?
Exactly.
Your mom was.
You know that's against the rules, Brian. You've been doing kind of well today, and
But Bert's being a dick on purpose.
Yeah, the case already. What is this? A
He's not
16
being a
beer
dick.
you're on?
We really were talking
You're
about
fucking drunk, a piece of shit motherfucker who doesn't understand the context of the conversation.
I do. You can't do it without yelling at people and acting like you're the high school principal.
Fucking yelling at people and
No, you're acting like you're the high school principal, like you're the end all, know it all, be it all. You won't even let me finish the sentence, bro.
tell us we are
talking
on
about?
where are we?
You're mad as hell because I know more than you about two fucking words.
Wow. I'm so happy for you. You know more than me.
Preference and prejudice. You fucking idiot. That's what you're mad about.
wait, one more time.
And I'm edifying you, bitch.
Okay, one more time.
And be edified.
Okay, one more time. Reread these definitions for bigotry. Behavior or beliefs that show that you have unreasonable opinions, especially about race or religion, and that could go with other things as well. Preference. If someone has a preference for something, he or she likes it more than another thing. That's the first part. The second part is to give or show preference to someone, like to treat someone better than you treat other people.
Yeah, but why do they not like the other thing? Is it irrational why they don't like
Talk about something that was just the thing we were talking about. That's not a big deal.
Hi, everybody. This is Alistair. I'm just wondering, what's this room about? Hello?
Oh, you are. I got something special for you. Just give me 1 second.
Hello?
me welcome back Blade. Hey Ghost. Welcome back Willow, and hey KP in the audience.
Hello, moderators. I'm requesting 6 seconds or 30 seconds to read a poem.
Oh, this is this guy. Oh, what you got for him, Mala? I know this guy.
Hey, Edmund. Ooh. Oh, shit.
Hey, welcome back, HP.
Where's my moderator?
With you, you like to fool about yourself, oh, to the goal.
Nice.
So we're about a lot of stuff over here, Alistair. I hope you enjoy the space while you're here. Yes, let's continue because Dot did bring up a good point about subjective. About the what are people being subjective about? Paraphrasing. When it comes to being prejudiced or preference about, let's talk about.
Yeah, but like, I get that if I prefer vanilla ice cream over chocolate ice cream, it's not because I don't like chocolate ice cream because it's brown. I'm not being prejudiced to it, but like I am prejudiced to chocolate ice cream because it tastes really bitter compared to how sweet vanilla ice cream is. Like, they're all subjective feelings on how I feel about how I choose what I want in my life. They're all on how I feel. And if I'm not adding like melanin into the relationship and like looking at people and races and humanity, then racism isn't even a thing. They're just my biases and they're my preferences, or my bigotries and my prejudices. It doesn't matter. They're all the same thing.
All right. Stay on mute, Brian. Let me ask the room. What do you guys think about that? Would you like to challenge what he said? Would you like to agree? What are your thoughts? And this is for the room. Back up. Since you claim you want 60 seconds of airtime.
All right, pick a number 1 through 64. What's your magic number? Number 10? All right, your inner guide. The oracle invites you to remember that inside of you there is a guide, able to make you take root in happiness. You just don't use it to the point that you are no longer aware of it. Don't worry, it can be rejuvenated, and it must be, if you wish to live love in fullness.
Damn. I did.
Actually, out of all the poems I've ever heard Edmund say, that was actually pretty good. I liked it.
Yeah, 17 beers.
Well, I mean, I sit around and listen to him talk about the Tao Te Ching for hours, or like Marcus Aurelius when he reads like Stoic poems.
Alright, yeah. Nobody cares. Yo, so go back to the topic.
Dude, are you okay? Do you need a hug, Bird?
Whether these on whether or not these concepts, right, that you seem to think are subjective, which means based on personal feelings and opinions, or objective based on what, Doc? Observable, measurable facts, right, Doc? Are you still?
Yeah, can you observe and measure my biases?
Well, I didn't need you to answer that. So the answer to that, it depends entirely, and I said this many times, on whether you are looking at the intent of the individual or the impact on society. So the subjectivity spectrum that you fucking keep talking about is, well, you haven't mentioned that phrase exactly, but that's what you're talking about, whether you know it or not. So like preference, yes, primarily subjective preference. Now prejudice, we could say mostly yes. And here's why. Because when it's preference, it is an internal leaning. It doesn't require a reason or usually only affects the individual's choices. When you're talking prejudice, mostly yes, because it is internal prejudgment, and even though it's often shaped or no, it's based on stereotypes. That's the shit. It's based on stereotypes. It is a personal feeling or belief. So that's why it's mostly yes. Now, when you're talking about bigotry and racism, the belief of bigotry, you might think that it's subjective because you're a fucking bigot.
You keep bringing up racism. We left racism on this a long time ago.
No. You kept bringing it up. That's the thing. We were only talking about prejudice and preference, but you kept bringing up bigotry and racism.
That's only because you keep bringing it up.
No, not at all. I'm actually going to edify you, though. Shut the fuck up. So, while the belief of being...
Like Thomas Edison? Like, you're going to put a light bulb over my head?
Oh, you don't know what...
Stop talking over birds.
No, he's good. He's good.
Oh, okay.
He's ignorant. He doesn't know. He doesn't know any better. He doesn't know what these words mean.
Iranians in Canada that go outside the American embassy and ask for the war to be continued. Like, fuck up. You piece of shit. You've moved to a foreign country. Go die yourself. Go back to Iran and die, you dumb fucks. I also hate those Iranians.
Be nice, lady. Be nice.
Leo just did a lot. A friend of mine, Leo Messi, he's not the real one. He likes to protest.
Like, it is the Iranian, like, you're seeing your people being so fucking disturbed by this war, and they're being so fucking hurt by this war, and you go outside of an American embassy and ask for the ceasefire to be cancelled and for the war to continue, so more Iranians could die, so your dumbass Pahlavi exiled prince can go back to Iran and shit on Iranians more. Like, how bad as an Iranian do you have to be to condone like a war on your own people when you're not even in Iran yourself?
Here's the messy part, right? I think I'm not sure what's up, Alistair. Is that I've heard from Persians from inside Iran who say, "Hey, the enemy of my enemy is my friend," and so yeah,
Not anymore. It's changed. I'm talking to like Iranian
yeah.
communities. It's changing. So at the start, it was like that when they killed like Khomeini and stuff. Like, it was like a little bit, but because of the pressure and everything that's happened, they're like, okay, maybe like the war is not ready.
1927. I think maybe the Iranians need to get Cloak Wireless to protect their identities since they have so many billions to hide. Maybe they need to get in touch with Jeremy Green.
What they were doing there. John, for weeks now, the United States has been building up its presence here in the Middle East, but we had not heard of any reports of any U.S.
Kicked again!
We need Jay.
Per hour, and then highway is like 74 miles per hour on a highway.
Highways are different here, depends what state. Like,
Yeah, it's a mixed bag. It's a mixed bag. Like, the whole state of Rhode Island is 50 miles an hour. Other places...
I put it at the top of the room. I'm putting the shit at the top of the little fucking room.
Shut up!
My last car got a new one, didn't ask nobody for money. The fuck? Got married, didn't ask nobody for no fucking money. And y'all motherfuckers every day, what's some cash app? Cash app needs some money. Y'all need to get a fucking job. The fuck?
Some kill shit is the
The fuck I look like? The United Nappy Clubhouse Fund Bank of Adams?
Yeah, you fucking knew. Nappy-headed fucking bitch.
Well, I would say the same about you, but you're bald-headed.
Yeah, that's right. So you can't say jack shit about me, bitch.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I need to smoke some weed.
Yeah, you do.
I didn't know you smoked weed, Dr. Adams.
Oh, here's a bald-headed white man.
One of your faves.
That's your babe, okay?
One of your fucking faves.
That's your guy.
When you crashed your car, did your husband buy you a new car or did you have the money yourself?
question.
Mm-hmm.
Care to answer?
Mm-mm.
Latina dame cada coke.
Bitch, I will.
And what is a smoke? Bitch, I wanted to smoke.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. To you. What's your husband's first name? What's your boyfriend's first name? What's your...
No, we're not doing that.
What you got saying this shit? Happy birthday?
He's saying this shit. Like,
It's comedy. It's comedy, Papa. We have comedy.
well, do you remember when the Nazis occupied the United States during World War II? Oh, wait, that was your country.
That was because of the guns and not because of you being separated like.
Do you think if every I know you don't have this experience because you're not a Dutch, but do you think if every tall, big dick, blonde-haired, blue-eyed person had a gun, they would have occupied them?
I've had a dog. They said that's so weird because in my country we eat those. So I think
What do you say about Switzerland, where everybody owns a gun? Everybody in Switzerland owns a gun.
Yes, but I trust them. Yes, but I trust them with guns.
Oh, come on.
Not you. You I don't trust.
That was crazy.
Well, have you been here ever?
It's just projection.
Yeah,
He's an anti-Semitic terrorist, this little
And you
fucking...
watch a lot of movies, Sudanese guy. You know, they're brainwashed by the Hollywood movies.
No, but
I mean, listen,
This Papa Wea, his name is Jabeli. He's retarded.
So you've never been to the States?
me.
Yeah.
I tried to go with my European passport, but
Rejected.
I got denied. I got denied for national security reasons.
Terrorist.
Why?
He's a terrorist.
Because you Arab or why?
Huh?
Because you Arab or why?
He's a terrorist.
He's
I wouldn't say because I look Arab.
It's because he comes on Clubhouse and makes anti-Semitic Jew hate remarks all day long. He's a piece of shit, that's why.
They do Bryce. It depends on where you were from.
if they give you a reason, they just said no.
No, they said denied on entry, human piece of shit.
listen, there's nothing wrong with guns if you use it right, okay? Like, that's not a danger, okay? It's a tool. If you use it
I
right,
wanna.
it's a tool.
Okay, you guys aren't letting an answer. Why did they deny your entry? I'm curious.
They didn't give a specific reason, but they did say national security reasons. And
Did you make it to the U.S. and they denied you at the airport, or they denied you before you?
They denied me at the
airport. I'm sorry.
I think his backpack was taken or something. I don't know.
That's great news. That means our security apparatus is working.
What I think it is I visited in the last 5 years. I visited Algeria and Libya. So I think.
Okay.
Oh, you went to a terrorist training camp.
No, it's just.
Oh shit.
It's just.
No, it's not a terrorist training camp. It's exercise workout regime. They train you how to use M16A4, hand grenades, claymore mine. Yeah, it's just for fun. It's like a summer camp, friend.
I think it's really pricey though. It's a pricey toy.
Where were you going to visit in the U.S.?
Manhattan.
The Rice, I looked it up.
Oh,
I
that's
looked
too
it
bad
up.
you didn't get to go.
And I looked it up, the Rice. If you have an EU passport, you have to state if you had a Tunisian nationality on the application to come to the United States, and that can be a reason for you to be denied.
I can understand that.
What about a Belgian passport? Not allowed to go in.
Why would I need to discuss that though?
What about being a low IQ terrorist, Jew-hating piece of shit like you are, Jabeli?
Well, I didn't know he was all those things.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit, this one. There's a reason why pieces of shit can't come into the country.
No, it's but you guys really missed out. I'm gonna be honest with you.
State the reasons.
Aww.
Better be safe than sorry.
You're missing out.
What, in the gay community? That you get a piece of that ass?
I would say that Jabeli hates Jews much less than the average North African.
Okay. Facts.
Are you kidding me?
Listen, I'm very enlightened and distinguished.
I mean, nothing wrong with that. Are you
That's
speaking
right.
with your belly?
He's very westernized.
I'm sorry?
Are you Jewish, Jabelli?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
No. But I am Muslim. Alhamdulillah.
Okay.
But
Don't put a broomstick up your ass, you fucking faggot.
That sounds painful.
but
Would you like to go on a fasih date with me?
You know, in Manhattan, men kiss each other on the street.
What, for men to fist?
in Manhattan, yeah. So what? That's not my.
What the hell's that?
That's not my problem.
It's a delicacy for me.
We're not Sudanese.
Asian.
Yes, okay. What's in the card?
I think he has a very cute face. If that's really him.
Is that
So you
your
agree with that, Jabelli? Do you agree with that?
But that I'm very cute.
Yeah.
Peppa, is
The
that
rest
your
are funny
reference?
cute.
Yeah. Okay.
See, I live in Michigan, and there's a lot of Arab men here, and so I've
Do they sell their asses for money?
I've hooked up with lots of them. I believe in solving the Jew-Israel divide one-on-one, individually, in intimate privacy.
Income you trust.
Jabelli, would you go on a date with the amazing Derisive?
Well, he doesn't know what I look like.
No, I would.
Why not?
He's not gay.
Because it's not my cup of tea.
Jabelli, what are your life goals? What do you want to achieve in your life, Jabelli?
That is a great question, actually, coming from Alistair.
I get the feeling you're actually.
My life.
I get the feeling you're very immature still, that you still have years of personal development ahead of you. What do you think?
That goes for everybody. You know what they say? You never stop learning until the day you are dead. You know.
Yeah, that's what they say, but what are your personal goals?
He gave you an actual good answer.
No, he didn't give us an answer. I guarantee you that this guy is going nowhere quicker than, I'm going out tonight. Where do you want to go in your life, Jabelli?
How would you know that, John? How would you know that?
It's a gut instinct that there's nothing there cooking underneath the surface. You know what I'm saying?
Untrustworthy gut instinct.
Joe, go take your makeup off.
Did you feed your cat, Carmen?
No.
Because your cat looks really hungry. Poor fella.
He's dying.
Oh, poor fella.
So, Jabelli, if you can't make it, Jabelli, would you come to America and sell yourself to the LGBTQ to survive?
Why would I do that?
Because you're unemployable, obviously. Who would hire you to do what? Clean toilets?
Lester, I don't understand why you are breaking my balls like so much.
Jabelli, let me ask you a question, buddy.
I'll step on your balls with my.
Let's say, Jabelli, let's say you move to the U.S., right? What's the first job you would accept? What is it?
Why all this? Am I at like like the immigration customs or something? What's
Yeah,
all these
this
questions?
is the immigration customs service, yeah.
Listen, I got the night without an
What is the
interview.
first-
I don't need it from you.
What would be your first job they would do in the U.S.?
My first job.
Yeah.
Anti-Semitic parade protest organizer.
Journalist, 100%.
Oh, what do you want to journalize about? What do you want to...
have a previous history of Papa? Why you being so aggressive?
Because I know this piece of shit. He's an anti-Semitic, Jew-hating, Nazi piece of shit, this one.
Well, you are throwing with terms, but you obviously don't understand.
Are you a journalist in Europe?
No, I'm not a journalist here, but I would make that career switch if I
Why
went
do you
to
want to become
the
a journalist?
What would you like to write about or report about?
Free Palestine!
Everything. Just what happened in the Florida Man. Florida Man. That's what I would like to.
What is the title of the...
So that must have. I want to go back to this. So that must have sucked so bad. You did the 7-8 hour flight to New York, and then New York City is one of the most exciting cities in the world. Everyone wants to go to New York City. It is so much fun as a tourist. and then you get to the airport and you're excited, and they tell you have to go right back home.
Wait a minute, did you fly here or did you not get a visa to come here?
No, listen. If you have a European passport, you have an automatic visa to go.
Okay.
Like you can go without a visa. But when I came there,
Oh, yeah. So you turned away.
yes.
Okay, thanks for clarifying. I didn't get that. Sorry, Bryce, if I missed that earlier.
What state would you choose, Billy? Like, what state in the U.S.? Which 50 state would you choose?
New York, 100%.
New York.
Want to see Spider-Man? Why?
Because of the movies, New York.
Oh yeah.
New York is so fun as a tourist. So
It has a really nice vibe. That is true.
They didn't even tell you why you were rejected. Sorry, you gotta go home. We think you're a piece of shit.
It doesn't. Basically, they said they didn't give me the specific reason, but they said for national security reasons.
Yeah. That's like
What
saying
state
you.
do you think is the worst in the U.S., Billy?
I don't know. I've never been. I don't know. What is the worst state in the United States?
New Mexico.
You ever been to Cairo?
I don't know, maybe Alabama.
No
Uh,
way.
Alabama's actually pretty cool. It's more about weather than anything else, and things to do. There are plenty of places there's nothing to do. So any major city in any state's going to have things to do. The weather sucks. Who wants to?
Oh God, let's not talk about the weather, please.
But Brigham.
Brigham Young?
Is Brigham still here? Brigham, what do you think about that I got denied entry? What's your take on it?
It's great
I
news.
think that there's a big likelihood that it was related to
Clubhouse.
the fact that you disclosed that you're from Tunisia, and Tunisia doesn't exactly have fantastic relations with the U.S.
We regime changed them.
But I came. Listen, I came with my Dutch passport, so that shouldn't play a role.
This is a reason that it can be that. I don't personally think that it is right.
Why are Europeans immigrating illegally to the U.S.?
Okay, no, you're not going to come in and derail the conversation in some way.
Did you know that they needed to know that and you just intentionally didn't disclose that?
What do you mean intentionally didn't? Why would I need to do it? I came with my Dutch passport. I'm a Dutch citizen. I live in the Netherlands.
What's your motivation, Chip? Why do you want to move to the U.S.? What's your motivation?
I didn't even want to move.
He was just visiting.
My question.
What do you work for? What do you work
Well,
for?
did they find anything in your luggage that was suspicious?
Dildo? Did they find a dildo?
Did they go through your luggage?
Yes.
Wait, they found explosives? Like, what do you found?
Dildo.
Did they go through your phone?
Illegal firearms?
No, they didn't go to my phone. No.
They found the dildo. A big black dildo made of silicone. What's this?
It's a handmade wooden dildo. What?
No, if he had a black dildo, they would have let him in.
Oh. So, in conclusion, as we have discovered, if you want to come into America, all you need is a huge black dildo in your carry-on.
Yeah, I didn't have it. Is that why I got rejected?
Exactly. It has nothing to do with all the hate speech you spread for years here. All the terrorist threats, all the threats of violence.
And having just traveled to Libya and
Why are you transporting that, Jabal? Tell us.
But wait, Eddie. Even though if I was Tunisian and I went to Libya, that's none of their business. Why would they
it's
care?
their business because they
Yeah, it is.
They have to know
You
what
don't have a right to be here.
Yeah, exactly. If they want it to be their business, that's their business, and that's what they want to know.
Mm-hmm.
No, but then
You basically have absolutely no rights at the border. You have
Well,
no
they
rights at all.
saw you had a Dutch passport. They took one look at you, realized you're not Dutch, and then they wanted to know what was the story.
How's your...
You're Muslim.
that I'm a Dutch citizen with Tunisian.
What's your dental hygiene like?
Dutch men are 6'4". They have blonde hair, blue eyes, and big.
Ooh! Ooh!
That I don't know, but like objectively.
You just say no, definitely not. Definitely.
They denied you a U.S. visa.
Yes.
Objectively.
Probably it could be a funds issue. What are you talking about?
You're Muslim, get it?
Look at income.
Yes, he's a Muslim. What do you think he is? A fucking Christian?
So Jabelio, what do you want to visit the US?
He answer. You're a Muslim? I'm sorry?
What do you want to visit the US?
Connect.
What
You
place do
Muslim,
you want
yeah?
to visit the US?
One at a time. I'm getting like a short circuit.
What place do you want to visit in the US, Jabelio?
Hooters.
He's in 5 times. He wanted to go to New York City.
He wanted to go to Hooters.
You know, there's actually
Building, like Times Square, what does he want?
Random, do you keep like repeating the same questions to like boil my blood or something?
Hooters.
Yes. Yes, one at a time, one at a time.
Yeah, guys, one second.
Like Empire State Building, like, what are you looking for?
Just at the like Times Square, everything. I'm there. It's not one specific thing. But I'm sorry. Yes. Yeah. Fuck the United States.
Whoa! Whoa!
They came out of nowhere.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Hey now, take it easy there.
The doors for you, bro, with the red carpet.
I don't want them to.
And then they're gonna bury you in it.
I was going to sponsor you. I was too. Oh, now you left. Now
He just left after that? All that?
He's coming.
Oh my
He's
gosh.
listening right now. He's downstairs.
That's what he said at the immigration's enforcement.
He's listening out there.
I was going to sponsor you.
Listen, I noticed that me as a man of color, I'm being like censored here. Do you understand? So it's like really.
Oh, actually, we don't care if you're color or not. Yeah, I can sex with plenty of men your color.
Listen, there are.
Oh, come on, motherfucker. Alistair, feel free to come on stage. Abba, feel free to come on stage.
What game are you playing?
Thank you. I am playing World at War, Call of Duty.
Oh my god. Can you believe that? What do you think's more real, the video game you're playing or the God that Christians, Jews, and Muslims proclaim as the Lord of the universe?
Video game, for sure.
So you're going, but what if I told you that the people who claim that God is real are actually also playing a video game that you refuse to play? It's a role-playing video game.
You just have to show it. You just have to show evidence of that.
Yeah, it's called the religion itself. There's 3 major world religions. Well, really, Hinduism is probably the biggest or the second biggest world
Well, I
religion.
mean, not really.
Not really?
Is Hinduism a significant world religion?
Yeah, dude, over 1 billion adherents.
Yeah, so that's 4. So I've already.
Buddhism is big. It's got 800 million.
I said Hinduism, not Buddhism.
I said Hinduism, then I said Buddhism.
Well, Buddhism is atheistic.
It's not atheistic, brother.
Yeah, there's no gods in Buddhism.
That's not true. They got gods. They got devils.
Right. Give me the name of one single god inside of Buddhism.
All right, let me Google that for you. Please hold. Please hold, Donnie.
What's up? So, wait, I'll defend the faith here. So, is there any logical objection to Christianity?
Yeah.
Okay, like what?
Well, I mean, its book is internally inconsistent and contradictory.
Okay, yeah. Can you give me one?
Sure. So, did Jesus abolish the law, or did Jesus not abolish the law?
The law, you're referring to the Torah?
Yeah.
No, it specifically says he fulfilled the law instead of, he didn't get rid of it, right? He fulfilled
Except Paul says that in Hebrews that Jesus did come to specifically abolish the law. So it's internally contradictory.
Yeah, can you give me the direct quote?
Yeah? Yeah, perfect. Let me look it up. Give me a second. Okay. Where does New Testament? New Testament. Wait, I don't think that. Where does Paul say? Paul say that Jesus came to abolish the law. It would be Ephesians 2:15.
Well, I, for one, am thoroughly bored and I'm ready to go to sleep. Hello?
Have a wonderful evening. Yeah, it just says, here I'll read out the quote, making void the law of commandments contained in making void the law decrees of commandments, that he might take the two in himself into one new man, making peace. Yeah. Is that Jesus came to void the law? Jesus specifically said the opposite. What does this mean, making void? Do you know what the word void means? Void means to abolish, so... not particularly. What does void mean to you? Yeah, void just means, to make like a... What's the word for it? Nullify. Yeah, kind of to nullify, right? Yeah, but that's the same as abolish, right? No, I wouldn't define abolish. I mean, as nullify and abolish are not the same thing. Okay, I mean, you could.
All right, well, I'm glad we cleared that one up. Great work, Donald. Another great job done. Wow, such a nice person you are. Treating your guests with such respect and dignity. Beautifully done. Wow, Donald. Hello?
Another subject. But the point is, it becomes a hotbed for corruption. So the reason why people elected Trump is they precisely did not want someone who had been through that system. That's why he's president, and that's why everybody's so upset. So yeah, I agree with you. Generally, it's a good thing, but now we've gotten to a point where corruption. The American people wanted an outsider. That's what they got, and he's now doing what he said.
An outsider, not at all.
Yeah, they did.
Democrat his entire life. He has been involved with all of these people
That's
who
who we voted for.
right. I know, but that's who helped all of these people he has been involved with the whole time. And these are the same people manipulating who is running and who we have to choose from. I think people have to
I don't agree
part
with
of it is people having this idea that it is their civic duty to vote regardless. So then we fall into the trap of voting for the lesser evil. And maybe people need to be willing to not vote at all and let them just be lonely. Because we have to stop letting them tell us who we get to choose for the positive. This has become a self-fulfilling prophecy. It is a repeating cycle. They fund the candidates, and then we say, oh, these are who we get to choose from? Okay, let me go choose then from who you have told me I can choose from. So then we're not choosing, are we? Because they're funding the ones that they put in front of us. So it's not us being voted for, it's the...
Say it. Say it. Learn it. We choose. Learn it. Okay. Yeah. APEC, yeah.
It costs money to run a campaign.
APEC. Yes. APEC. Okay. I guess I was just trying to understand. APEC. Trying to understand her perspective.
Hold on. APEC. These guys shut the fuck up. The money runs down to politics.
You should stop that. So,
Can't do it. We're the same. Oh, Ginger. Okay, so yeah, the topic is. No, you're not coming back up to saying right now. How will Trump be taken down? We're just kind of going through what everybody thinks will be a downfall of him. You think in the next, what do we have, 2 years and a couple months left of his presidency, or I mean, we can even go past that. You think like his legacy is going to be, tarnished. I guess some ideas where people are probably going to go, but Ginger, if you have one particular thing that you think would be like the silver bullet that would probably take him down, what would you pick out of like the things that you can think of right now?
I
Would
think
it be like
if there was
Epstein
one,
files? Would it be? Go ahead.
the one thing would be clear, unassailable video evidence of him raping a kid. It would have to be extreme, and it would have to be vettable, so that there's no way around the argument that it was faked, that it was AI, that it blah blah blah. Other than him dying, it would have to be something extreme, because if there's one thing.
So you want to see a video of him raping a child, and you want to confirm it's a real video? What about him murdering somebody? Is it just the rape of a child?
This is not turning into a clown show. You don't have to get upset, dude. It's an opinion. Calm down. It's just, what I'm saying is, it has to be something extreme, and it has to be something that is absolutely 100% verifiable, because there are a lot of deep fakes, and there are a lot of
Now, how will you know?
and innuendos, and that's not going to do it, because if there's one thing this country has come to the point of, is let it ride. We let it ride. It's easy, and they just whatever, let him finish his term, and then we'll vote for somebody else next time. But the whole system is screwed up. It is not built any longer. Is it in place to help us?
Is the system screwed up, or is your opinion screwed up?
And it's not just the government. It's not just the federal government, is it? Although that's the biggest one, and it's the most obvious one. So that's a good place to start.
So, actually, I am. Alan, you want to ask a question? Go ahead.
Yeah, Ginger. Why is it that the government is supposed to help us? Why is it that the government is supposed to solve all of this social?
You're misunderstanding help. I'm not government giving us a job. I'm not talking about the government giving us anything.
What is it?
It's supposed to.
Forgery.
Don't get upset.
And that ends up in the Quran.
I'm asking the question in good faith. All right, I'm not attacking. I want, this is, think of this as a clarifying question. There's this, and I'm trying to get a sense of where you are. Because on the left, they believe the government is supposed to be helping everyone, that it's the duty, and we all are obligated to pay taxes for all of these social programs, whatever it is. So I'm just trying to get, whatever your opinion is, it's your opinion, it's fine. But maybe...
I'm 61 and today I'm done with the gym.
Clarify your
This is me after 28 days. My back
I agree.
gone.
there is a lot of corruption, money going to things that it shouldn't go to, and being wasted, et cetera, et cetera. That I believe, and I think number two that needs to be eliminated. But what it can be by the government is not
They don't help us getting moving. There are too many regulations, there are too many taxes, there are too many ways for the government to destroy a person's life. They don't answer to us in the way that
Surely it
business
is the
done
hour when
anymore. The United States government should be fiscally
the counting of
responsible.
all that
It
you
should
endure
care
and
about
enter
the United
into
States' sovereignty and protection.
for the
And it
badges
should
of
make
love,
it possible for
for the
every single
stars
person
that twinkle
who
in your
is here
auras,
as a citizen to do
must
what
afford
is it
you
in our
with
in the
the
Declaration
greatest
of
protection,
Independence, the pursuit
the
of
greatest
happiness,
sealing
not the guarantee of it,
for
but
the
the pursuit
new
of
way
it.
of
And when you
life
can
to
have,
come.
like someone was just talking about COVID and how essentially, they tell us to go to school. This is the general advice given: go to school,
I come
get a
to
good
you,
job,
beloved
work hard,
ones, to
and you can
explain
have
to
the life
you
you want. And then COVID rolls around
that
and
though
they
in
shut
recent years,
companies down.
by
People
your
lost their
service,
jobs.
Saint
Even though
Germain
they didn't
did
do anything
gain
wrong,
his
and
freedom
a lot of those companies were not
from the
able to
karmic
come back.
abuses of the
And that was
violent
the
flame.
government doing that. And they should not have had the power to do that because they are not restoring people after they have devastated them with their policies. And they just pass.
Are you talking about the COVID-19 vaccine?
They want.
Are you talking about the vaccine?
I'm talking about making companies close their doors.
Oh, you're not even talking about the vaccine.
No, I'm talking about making there was a period of time where almost everything was shut down.
Yeah, we
Whether
remember.
they wanted to be or not.
And then they lied to us.
You want to get into that? That's fine, but that's not what this is about.
Can I jump in with an example?
It's more difficult for people to operate within their own.
Just let Ginger finish, guys. Hold on. I'll get to you, Howard, in a second. And then.
So, no, I don't want the government to hand out money. I don't want the government to make decisions for people. I don't want the government to tell people how to live.
The coordinates of the star systems and the very ritual drama of it hearts.
Do you know what the corona?
It all
What was the reason of the corona? Corona was teaching.
it is God's will, the will of our Father, manifest in the Son, multiplied by the Holy Spirit, cherished in the heart of the Mother, that is most offensive and above all vibrations of life, that which is opposed the most. If the will of God can be set aside in the children of the light
on
you
Ginger's
see,
point, the example to me that comes
then
to
their
mind,
power
and it
source
isn't just a
will
left
all
issue, it's not just a right issue. We as taxpayers, as long as we are paying our taxes, there should be a law that the government never, ever shuts down. It never should shut down. It's getting our tax revenue to operate.
Please don't scroll. I'm just trying to
They
become.
can't get out of their way to appropriate money. And any elected federal official should not get paid until the government's operational. So I just wanted to share that. That's a great, to me, an example of the government not serving the people is when it's in a shutdown mode, but yet all the tax revenue is still inflowing.
Matt, can I?
Man, you're.
That's on the point that I mentioned that. You guys have time.
Can anybody hear him or no? It sucks. Like your mic is always really bad on it. Just let you know.
I'm so sorry. My back of my phone broke like a week ago, so I have to change my back of my phone. I'm so sorry.
Damn, that's really bad.
Yeah, I'm not bad.
I thought Peter was bad. I'm sure Peter will show up here shortly. But
No, it's so funny that people say that you guys from America, you don't have no internet. From Iran, they're calling me like, oh, our internet is way better than yours. And I'm like, yeah, I'm bad. I'm so sorry.
okay, again, the stage is open. I actually want to hear from my fellow MAGA
slash Republican slash conservative slash whatever, do you feel, which part do you think Trump is most vulnerable in right now? Because obviously he's not running a perfect, presidency. So I don't know if any of the things that you can think of right now that have been mentioned on stage and in the past or in the news will maybe take him out. Does anybody here? I think you're ready to go. I bet. I'm sure. Go for it.
I mean, I don't know if there's anything he's done so far, but so far I think he's a lying sack of shit, and he's a fucking traitor to his voter base. I personally, I mean, to actually take him out, it's possible he makes some really dumb, maybe even big blunders involving this war. I don't know. I mean, it's a fucking every president has had enough common sense not to buy into Israel's bullshit when they tried to get us to talk when they tried to talk us into invading Iran. But he did it.
Let me ask you: do you think it's an impeachable offense? This actually probably could be an impeachable offense.
I don't know.
Wait. Let me just ask a question. If there's evidence that he is colluding with another country to, I guess, go forward with a war or on behalf of something else, I don't know yet what it is, and something else.
According to all aerodynamic laws, Bumblebee cannot fly because its body weight is not in the right proportion to its wingspan. But ignoring these laws, the bee flies anyway. According to all aerodynamic, be around people that want it. Nike is looking for people. We have to start.
Excuse me. How do you? Everyone else was like,
misdemeanors. I don't know where.
This is what he does.
I lost my dad. I can't lose my sister. I don't care if I lose myself. You were wrong about him. He's not a monster. He wants to be better. Maybe I can help. In all the darkness, I can find the lights.
American life in particular, if we invaded, it could be that just prices are out of control. A bunch of things. There's already, I don't know if you see it online, there's already pretty much a civil war on the right. Like most of us have washed our hands with Trump. We think he's fucking worthless piece of shit, and he
But that doesn't
he'll say anything to get elected.
Yeah, I get it.
He's already elected, you fucking idiot.
You won't be able to probably get out. His legacy is shot. Obviously, that's what you're saying, obviously, on that one, right?
Pepe's not saying anything. He makes shit up, and everything Pepe says is a projection. We're happy that Trump is our president. We're glad that he's our president, and it's just Nazi fucks like Pepe who hate the Jews in Israel that hate Trump because he's supporting an ally. And Pepe's a low IQ little fucking rat.
Well, I have an alternative.
Yeah, Alan, what do you think? Where are we vulnerable?
Remember, I don't know when it was, 8 years ago, Trump went to the European Union and told them, look, you guys are dependent on Russia, it's going to bite you in the ass. And then 10 years later, and they all scoffed at him and jeered, and now 10 years later, he was right. Are just disappointed in your lack of faith, all of you. It's highly disappointing. Let me frame it a different way, that maybe even Pepe, whom you know I respect you, Pepe.
You respect Pepe?
Gigolo that only entertains
He can't even get a sentence out without saying
have had our foothold in the Middle East for over 100 years. We have continued to have a foothold in the Middle East. Now, we went to Afghanistan, and for 20 years, they were a more open society until we pulled out, and then the Taliban went back in. When we went to Iraq, there was discussions and rhetoric about, well, maybe we can make them a democracy. Here's the bottom line. Your best chance for democracy, aside from Israel in the Middle East, is Iran. Because Persians are entirely practical. They're not religious zealots. And here's the best part for all you Jew-hating, Israel-hating people out there. If it succeeds, it will minimize, if not completely negate, our need for Israel and our need to continue to kiss their ass in any way. There's 8 million people in Israel, 90 million people in Iran, no oil or very little oil in Israel, huge amounts of oil in Iran. Very few resources in Israel, tons of resources in Iran. If this is successful, and hasn't Trump always turned out to be right? If this is successful, we will have a new Middle Eastern partner in the Middle East that we can add Saudi Arabia, we can add all these other countries that are already in our sphere of influence. We will add the country that has been the biggest pain in our ass for the last 50 years will now become our friend, and you won't need to worry about me.
Alan, we get it. The point is, Pepe is not a conservative. Pepe's not a Republican. He's not on the right. Pepe's actually a liberal. Just listen to him. He's not a conservative person.
I'm a Republican my whole fucking life. I don't.
You're as liberal as they get, Pepe. You're not. You express no Republican or conservative values whatsoever. You're a piece of trash. Republicans don't act like you. Republicans and conservatives don't talk like you. You're a fucking piece of shit. That means you're a liberal.
There's so much infighting on with Republicans regarding what Trump did. We all know what his message was. Okay, he said he was not going to be dragging us into wars in the Middle East and all of this fucking bullshit. And we literally spent the last, year and a half focusing on fucking Israel. And I get why the Israelis are doing it. This is perhaps, they have no way of knowing, the last president that will probably do a lot for them in the most powerful country in the world, for who knows how long. Might happen next term. It could be that it will be, fucking 20 years from now or never. So what are they going to do? They're going to, especially before the midterms, they're going to, Netanyahu's a smart man. They're going to try to get Trump to do what they want. And Iran is obviously the biggest security threat to Israel, bar none. Hezbollah, Hamas, all of them. You can thank, Iran for that. But
Oh, sorry, he doesn't yet.
it's not necessarily in our best interest to just, get ourselves involved in a fucking conflict in the Middle East for them.
Just real quick, because I've heard this. I came up with this too, Al. I'm assuming you weren't trolling on that last part. I think you were sincere about what you said.
Yeah.
As we're again, that's more aligned with our interests is a
Yeah.
I completely agree. Pepe, I know you probably disagree a little bit. On that, maybe completely. I don't know.
No, not at all. My whole thing was, if we could have gone in, whether it was one day or, it's okay. I from what I had been hearing, and it seemed that's like what Trump's advisors even had said. It's not going to be simple to do a regime change. And okay, if we could do it simply, yeah, absolutely do it. I think the IRGC is horrible. They just cause instability all throughout the region, which reverberates through other parts of the world. And of course, it's also even for their own people.
I think that it would be just way better for them to not have the IRGC. I have zero problems with the IRGC all being, snuffed out, basically. I think that would be a good thing for the world. But at the end of the day, but at what cost? Is it going to is it going to be us having to do a large-scale war, like in 2003, invading a fucking country? I don't know if we should really do that.
No, that makes sense. I was just double checking that you would, if there was some way, I don't even know how you would, come up with the metric or what is on.
Yeah, if I could snap my fingers and they're gone, yes, absolutely.
You would do it in a heartbeat, right? Like,
yeah.
Yeah, because I think it'd be less funding for Israel, a lot less funding in Israel if we have a stronger Iran and his partners around Iran.
No, but they're talking about Turkey after they've been.
Yeah, I heard about that too. That Turkey's the vacuum. I get it, but I'm just saying. I think in the long run, it probably does work out. I know it's really optimistic, but
Turkey's the one country Turkey's the one Middle Eastern country that would probably be the most brutal to fuck with. I mean, they have I think it was. At least it was like a decade ago, it was like the fourth largest military. They're NATO, well trained. These are.
I get it. No, I wouldn't want to fuck around with Turkey. I would never want to. Yeah, I'm totally with you on that. Okay, Sword.
Wait, Matt, before you move on, I just want to clarify. Pepe hates Trump. Pepe hates the IRGC. Pepe hates the Jews. And Pepe hates Israel. Pepe hates everything. Fuck you, Pepe, you fucking loser.
Sword, where do you see? Is there any weakness? Do you see any vulnerability for Trump? Where do you see his most weakest point that might take him down?
The only thing I can see would be his weakness is if he doesn't compete digitally with the propaganda. Because to me, there's a decision that wants to be made. So, for example, even with the birthright citizenship thing, they're already using propaganda as a way of trying to influence the public that birthright citizenship should exist when it's actually 100% incorrect. Merely being born here does not establish citizenship. We've had laws ever since 1802 that confirm that. But those laws are on the books, but it still doesn't change the Supreme Court from ruling how they want to rule. So if they want to rule a certain way in June, they're gonna engineer and influence people to believe what they want them to believe by putting cuts and, clips from the oral arguments to make it seem like the gentleman didn't represent himself well when he actually did. So if he doesn't keep up with the propaganda, that would be the weak point that I think would take him down. I don't think it's going to be any of.
So, but the version of your takedown is losing the midterm, losing 2028. That's your version of a takedown, right? Not like impeachment. None of that would be impeachable, I don't think, right?
I don't think it'll be like, even with the wars, he has legal ground, and you won't find these things within the Constitution or the War Powers Act or anything that people have quoted. He has standing within international law or the law of nations to exercise what he's doing, and that's the reason why the globe they're in conflict about it, but the shit is written down.
Do you think that they could is one thing that's really changed quite a bit since like 2016 or even 2020 is that especially since 2020 the viewership of legacy media like cable news and so forth has absolutely fucking tanked, and it's largely went online. Now people online are watched a lot more, and I think that and the Democrats have been discussing this for the last couple of years. It's like, okay, now what do we do with these people online, these influencers? And I do think the Democrats absolutely are still failing when it comes to a message. They're doing this no kings nonsense. They're doing just just stupid shit. And anything that they used to use in the past does not stick anymore.
Oh, really? It doesn't stick? They still don't have power? They still don't win elections? All they do is complain about Trump, and that's enough. When you tickle the clit on the ear, that's all it takes for a Democrat, Pepe.
Amazing. No, I think that's also largely worn off because if you look at, okay, the first term that worked, right, and they had a lot of nonsense and bullshit that went with it, but he's somebody who we have over 2 years left with Trump, and there's not going to be another term with him, and so going after Trump really doesn't. What is it going to do? They have to come up with a better, basically a vision or a strategy that
they're too stupid for that.
That's what I'm largely.
Let me say this, Pepe, to what you just said. Here's what I think. I don't know if it will, but there's a possibility. So, going back to the media thing, remember how when Trump got into office, somehow, some way, people started to bring these clips together, and they started showing how all of the various news sources were all saying the same exact thing. And they would start with one, and then pull another one in, then another one, then another one, and before you got like 20 news stations on the same screen, all saying the same thing, like that propaganda thing. That's what I'm talking about. And then going to your second point about him not being a president again. Well, he may not be the president, but I do see a window of opportunity for the next president to bring him on as a contractor, like they brought on Elon Musk. It would not surprise me if that or something like that happened. So he can continue his.
You bring up a good point, but I would counter with this. So, first of all, you have the media landscape is not only changed with people moving more online. So a lot of those orchestrated media shit, people just aren't going to watch it. But even if you look at the people, and of course the Democrats are pissed, and to be fair, that was the power grab. But when the Ellisons bought, what was it, CBS News it's NBC, I forget. But of course, this huge conglomerate, and then they, of course, now they purchased TikTok, all of this other shit. Okay, so now you can't count on those people.
Why can't you count on them? Because they won't let you talk shit about Jews on TikTok all day?
No, we're talking about shit about Republicans. We're talking about the news.
I have one question. I'm a foreign guy. I don't know much about that. But when we get...
Wait, hold on a minute. So what were you, I was trying to follow you, Pepe.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is that, like, even the ownership of the media has largely changed. And then you have the really big example, that was X. When Elon Musk bought X, or Twitter, and changed it to X, that changed everything. No longer this death grip on information. Now, a lot of it, you can say...
Yeah, around the COVID-19 vaccine. And that's censorship. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know it was the Pepe Show. Sorry, you're not a moderator, so I just thought I'd talk a little bit. Sorry for interrupting you, Dr. PP.
Okay, don't do it while I'm talking. Goddamn, dude. But when it comes to, holy shit. I don't remember what the fuck I was saying.
Twitter, X, that was the last point you made. There's a death grip on information.
Yeah, you were talking about how Elon and the right.
Yes, and so, okay, so...
Got you again, Dr. PP.